We've got a brand new episode of Real Talk, guys, and it's a review episode this time. We've done the news of the week, and I'm going to be discussing a new movie. Damian's going to be asking me some questions. He's not seen it yet.
Not yet.
The film is Brad Pitt's new epic sci-fi film, Ad Astra. I caught it in IMAX last week, and Jesus, man, we're talking about... We've not seen sci-fi that's been as emotionally engaging and visually stunning since Blade Runner 2049, man.
Really?
That is, like, that's how much... You know how much I adore that movie.
I know, yeah.
Everyone who's ever watched a Real Talk video, I bring it up most episodes, knows how much I love that movie.
Was that our first video?
That was
Blade Runner 2049,
That is crazy.
Man. That's actually funny.
2 years ago to this week was the first episode of Real Talk.
You're right, October. Now, okay, so I haven't seen the movie, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions, if that's all right.
In the hot seat.
One of the big things that people are going, and let's get it straight off the bat, this is Brad Pitt's movie. Obviously, he had another big movie come out this year, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
From a acting perspective for Brad Pitt, because I think a lot of people are going to go into this movie just for Brad Pitt, because he attracts so much attention.
100%.
Where does this rank amongst his best?
I think we've been absolutely blessed with Brad Pitt's cinematic greatness this year. He's not had... I can't remember the last time he had a double header, probably back since Seven and Fight Club. Not sure if they were in the same year, but definitely around the same time. We've had Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like you said, last month, and then this month, really only like a few weeks apart. Ad Astra's come through, completely different performances, completely different roles for him. Ad Astra is a lot more... I mean, he's a reserved actor anyway. He tries to hide his emotions, but kind of shows everything anyway. Okay. That's what the side
kind of like Ryan Gosling is.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ryan Gosling, Tom Hardy's.
Okay.
Very, very like minimalist performances. When you see like the searing rage that he had, that led to the ridiculously entertaining and bloody climax in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you know, you see that undertone of intensity that Brad Pitt has. On the flip side, in Ad Astra, Brad Pitt's character is hurting. He's heartbroken. He misses his father. He's an astronaut. His dad kind of created the love of space and his dream of venturing into space one day for himself. His dad is an astronaut. He's kind of gone AWOL. Earth is on its legs. We're having a lot of electrical surges that are creating a ton of on this planet. And it's Brad Pitt's job to go and search for his father and bring him home, dead or alive.
Right.
So, difficult predicament for him, and this movie captures the sheer wonder and awe and fear of space in a darker tone than Interstellar, to be honest. It's like Interstellar, but
more grounded,
more gritty,
ironic sense.
Yeah, as grounded as you can get floating through space.
So obviously, the story for me, like looking from the trailers, it seems really captivating. The whole father-son, any kind of those stories really interests me. Even father-daughter, like Interstellar.
Yeah.
One of the biggest gripes, though, I'm currently hearing is that it's a slow burn. Now, I know you and I can appreciate a slow burn in a film, but does it get to a point in this movie where you're bored, or are you gripped to the screen?
Oh man, I mean, slow burn that's a tough thing to say, considering that it has one of the most intense openings of a film I've seen all year. Okay. I don't know if you've seen it in the trailer, but there is a moment where he's on a international space station.
Yeah, in space, yes.
He literally falls to the earth. That's in the trailer. That's not a spoiler. And then, you know, we start to understand Brad Pitt's character's journey, his mission, his pretty non-existent family life because he's an absolute workhorse. Family life isn't in the equation. And you start to realise that he is kind of the embodiment of his father as well. The reason why his father left is because he didn't want to have a family. He wanted to search for extraterrestrial life. And that's why he's not seen his father in such a long time. We explore, rather than pure science fiction movies where we go to other galaxies, create all these mythical worlds that don't exist, we go through our solar system, which if Interstellar hadn't been created, this would have been like one of the first times we've seen it in this capacity.
Mm-hmm.
There's no black holes in this one. There's no wormholes. It is about as real as it gets for hardcore science fiction.
Fantastic. Anything else you want to add at all?
As I touched on, it's a far more darker version than Interstellar. There's bloody violence, there's distressing scenes that are both emotionally distressing, physically distressing. Some big surprises. You'll see things in space that you really didn't expect to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to touch upon what a brilliant year this has been for sci-fi cinema, like pure sci-fi cinema. Because we had High Life as well, which is part of Robert Pattinson's Renaissance.
Yep.
I know Renaissance is getting thrown around a lot at the moment. Kind of like when It's Always Sunny, they try and write their own movie script and get Dolph Lundgren back in it. When they,
it's just a repeat of like the past.
Where they say, what's working in Hollywood at the moment is getting a down-on-his-luck actor and bringing him back up. Well, that is what is happening at the moment. You know, we've got Robert Pattinson in High Life, McConaughey, this, that, and the other. But one person who's not been down on his luck but may have been underappreciated prior to this year was Brad Pitt. We've had all the alcoholism stories, the celebrity culture,
all the drama.
We don't need to focus on that. That is his personal life, because at his core, he's one of the best actors on this planet.
I would argue after... I haven't seen that Astra, but I can imagine his acting prowess in that is incredible.
He carries the film.
Seeing him in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood next to Leonardo DiCaprio, that man has made this his... This is the year of Brad Pitt and the MCU.
He could... that's a fair statement. He could get the Best Actor nomination, and he could get Best Supporting Actor nomination. When was the last time that happened? Has it ever happened?
It's gotta have happened. So, I mean, probably to Meryl Streep, if anyone.
Of course.
Probably.
She's been nominated and won everything.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to watch it this weekend.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of giving like ratings and stuff, because I feel like people blow that way out of proportion. Say, you only gave it 4.5 out of 5.
You gave this a 4, but you gave that a 4 as well. Like,
just watch it. If you are a science fiction fan, if you're a fan of Brad Pitt, if you're a fan of character-driven, emotionally engaging stories, and seeing Tommy Lee Jones in quite a scary manner. I mean, his character, touching on his performance as the father, is really unnerving, to be honest. Really unnerving. So, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to check out that Real Talk News episode that Jamal was on about at the beginning of the video. And until next time.
Thank you so much, guys.
See you guys.